Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Arkaan. I'm in grade 7F from Sleman 1 Junior High School. And now I would like to tell you a story entitled Sangkuriang. Once upon a time, there was a mother and her young son living in a village near the forest somewhere in West Java. During that time, the mother's name was Dayang Sumbi, while her son's name was Sangkuriang. As the time went by, Sangkuriang grew to be a smart boy. He was very good at archery. With his pet dog named Tumang, they often go to the forest to hunt animals. One day, his mother, Dayang Sumbi, wanted to eat a deer's heart. She asked her son to hunt for deer. Sangkuriang and Tumang ran to the forest with excitement. Sadly, Sangkuriang failed to catch a deer with his archery skills, but instead, he accidentally shot his dog Tumang with the arrows. Wanting to keep a secret from his mother, Sangkuriang took Tumang's heart to be recognized as the heart of a deer. When he got home, her mother, Dayang Sumbi, thinking that it was a deer's heart, cooked it right away. After finishing their food, Sangkuriang told the truth to his mother. Her mother got very furious and hit Sangkuriang's forehead with a ladle. Sangkuriang felt very hurt and sad, so he ran away from home without thinking of coming back again. Dayang Sumbi regretted her actions. With tears streaming down her face, she prayed to remain young so that one day she could see her son again. As the years went by, Sangkuriang had grown into a handsome and strong man. It was time for him to leave the hermitage where he stayed and studied. He wandered in the forest until he arrived at a village where he came from. When he got there, he saw a beautiful young woman. Sangkuriang immediately fell in love with her. This beautiful woman was Dayang Sumbi, his own mother. Dayang Sumbi recognized that he was her son because of the old scar on his forehead. Dayang Sumbi tried to explain that she was his mother, but Sangkuriang laughed in disbelief. "Ha! You're my mother? If my mother were still alive, she would have been an old woman by now." Dayang Sumbi felt sorrow because her own son wanted to marry her. Then Dayang Sumbi said, "Fine, but under one condition. You must build a large boat overnight. If you can complete the boat before sunrise, then I'll be your wife." After hearing what Dayang Sumbi said, Sangkuriang immediately agreed. That night, Sangkuriang started building the large boat. With his magic skills, Sangkuriang called an army of jinns to build the boat. At midnight, the large boat was almost finished. Dayang Sumbi watched the construction restlessly. She gathered most of the villagers to pound mortars and burn hay. The rooster suddenly started to crow in anticipation of a new day. Then the sky turned red because of the fire. Thinking that it was already sunrise, Sangkuriang's army of jinns ran away, leaving the construction of the boat unfinished. Knowing that Dayang Sumbi had tricked him, Sangkuriang was infuriated, so he kicked the unfinished boat with burning anguish. The boat flew far and flipped over an empty land. Suddenly, the boat turned into a mountain. People then knew the place as the Tangkuban Perahu Mountain. The moral of that story is to be honest, because being honest will have a better impact than lying. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.